Studio in Milwaukee, here is Dr. Ken Harris.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris, 833-212-1017. All right, so I have a dilemma today. I have a million things to talk about and not enough time in the day. I want to talk about the subway shooting person of interest that turned into a suspect, that turned into being in custody, turned into being turned over to the feds. We got a new mayor now. No response. Okay. 833-212-1017. So how do you feel now that we have a new mayor? But I wanted to talk about something kind of related to it, but not really. I wanted to talk to you about something that is so cliched that I don't know if there's enough time in the world for me to watch you roll your eyes out of your head, past your ears to the back of your head, right? I want to talk to you about bringing unity in the community. When I first heard that phrase, I thought it was dumb. I still do, but I thought it'd be appropriate to talk today about unity. So if we're going to get this done and we got a new mayor, then we got to get it done, right? And if we're going to get it done, we need to look at some things. We as Milwaukeeans, to a point, let me just put it out there. I think the white community is so into individualism that it causes them to do things themselves and not have to be bothered with anybody, right? The Black community does so many things together that we can't move forward because the weight is so heavy carrying everybody. But I think if we have a mix, it's the best of both worlds. But in order to do that, we have to be cognizant of some things that we need to pay attention to that can actually bring unity. So I've got 6 things I think Milwaukee needs to do. And if you have thoughts on it, 833-212-1017. He says as he looks at the phone and it's all the way across the room. But hey, it's Wednesday. It's hump day. What can I say? Number 1, if you think of the acronym UNITY, number 1, you need to be unwavering in your commitment to family. Let's stop disowning, dismissing, stop loving because a person doesn't meet your expectation of perfection. Stop being so selfish that you don't reciprocate. Give unwavering commitment to your family. That means ride or die by any means necessary. As long as it's not criminal, I think we can work with it. Number 2, be noetic in your approach in life. What does that mean? Well, it was one of those where I had to make that number 2 and number 3. Be noetic in your approach to life. That means relating to mental activity and intellect. Use your brain. Think things through. So you can be committed to your family. That commitment can be unwavering, but you have to make sure your approach is related to mental activity and intellect. It needs to be noetic. You have to be noetic in your approach. You got to think it through. Give it some brain power. Next, you have to be illustrious. You have to become illustrious. You have to be well-known, respected, and admired for your past achievements. That should be your goal in life, that everything you do, when people think about you, you need to be well-known, you need to be respected, and you need to be admired for your past achievements. Notice where nowhere in there did it say perfect. Nowhere in there did it say you did something wrong. And you know how we do people, right? Your sin bigger than mine. Your mistake is bigger than mine. They're the same. Stop it. But then we have to be thankful. The fact that you're alive and breathing and listening to my voice, you should be thankful God gave you today. Because I know several people. The funeral on Friday. But people didn't make it. And you have to be thankful for all that you've been given, all that you have, and all that you have to give to other people. So I say, be unwavering in your commitment to family. Be noetic in your approach to life. That means everything that you do needs to be related to mental activity or intellect, thinking things through. Logical. When you don't understand, ask. Then you need to work on becoming illustrious so that people that know you well, that people that know you respect you, whether they know you or not. And then you should be admired for your past achievements. There should be some things that you're doing that leaves a legacy here on earth. But then finally, the last thing you're going to have to do is going to be the toughest thing you have to do. And many people struggle with it. Is to recognize youthfulness. You need to let the young folks in. And I'm talking to the people that are running the NAACP, the black people that are the people that are running the Urban League, the people that are running the Greater Milwaukee Foundation, people that are running Helen Bader Philanthropies, people that are running all these nonprofits in town that are doing all these great things. It's time to turn it over. It's time to turn it over to younger people who have the knowledge, the experience, but they need the tutelage and the mentoring from you. Otherwise, there will be no unity. Otherwise, we won't be able to come together to create a city that's livable and meaningful. So when we talk about having a mayor and a city council and leadership, that's great. But in the end, let's not let the tail wag the dog. Let the dog wag the tail. We're the dog. We need to be the ones that tell our leadership what we want. Until then, if we don't do each of these things, be unwavering, be noetic, be illustrious, be thankful, be youthful, as we transfer all this knowledge. Believe it or not, there's the one big solid thing that the city of Milwaukee will always lack. You know what that is? Unity.